Storm Barra rang in December for us, a mighty hurricane-force cyclone that bent the trees, so much that some of them fell onto our neighbour's house. The storm also pulled and pushed at the unfinished barn. Hearing the rattling and banging and not knowing what else the next strong gust might do was a bit worrying, all right. I think Turnip didn't feel all that comfortable watching this from the inside the barn either. He was much better off sticking his button nose into the Atlantic gusts. They were so strong at times I couldn't even hold the camera steady. The horses just got on with life as usual. Living outdoors all the time, they don't get worked up over a bit of extra wind and rain.
Isn't it, Laura? There's the barn. We're nearly there. Soon we'll be riding in there on a day like this. We have a little look, shall we, Laura? A lot of stuff in the way though. It's dry, Flora. It's dry. Yeah. What do you think?
Usually, I don't mind the weather too much either, but with the nearly finished barn in plain sight, it felt a bit too much riding round and round, getting wetter with each lap. So we took shelter for a moment in the new barn. The wind carried on like this for some days, and the last leaves were blown off the trees.
Turnip, a bit windy today. Yeah.
But there's always something cosy to do inside the warm and dry house, especially at this time of year. I get my mum's old recipes out and make some Christmas cookies. Surprisingly, the worst damage we had after the storm was a blown down fence, and with Tim's help that was fixed quickly enough. The last of the apples went to the poultry. That went down a treat with whoever could get hold of one. The sheep are all settled and happy together in the new little field. They got plenty to nibble here and shelter too.
Right guys, that should last you another little while here. Lots of stuff to eat, all sorts of stuff. Brambles, lots of willow.
Time to pick some greens and bring them inside to remind ourselves that spring is not far and the dark nights will get shorter soon again.
Beautiful. That'll do. Lovely.
Yeah. Interesting.
Lads, sure you know how to get through that gate? You just can't be bothered. No. Too muddy and wet on the other side.
We also went to the beach again, like every year on solstice for our bonfire. It just seems to be fitting to mark this darkest day of the year like this, and it always makes me very excited to know that spring is now just around the corner.
Best straw right in there, is it? Right inside, yeah. Sorry, Gulliver. Can't reach it with your short neck.
Dolly has nearly completed her first year here with us, and I thought I'd give her a day out at our riding club Christmas show. I would never have guessed that we would come second in our class. Well done, Dolly. Between showers and wind, we even managed to get our midwinter splash in the sea. And then the big moment arrived and I took Flora into the new barn for a first proper ride around on the new wood chips. The barn isn't quite finished. There's a good bit more to do, in fact, but this first little test just makes me so excited about what wonderful times lie ahead of us with our riders. As you already might have guessed, we are not Christmassy sort of people really, but I still play the part when it comes to cheering other people up. And Turnip, Nell and Sean don't mind playing their part too on our nursing home visits with Santa and his gang. These unpredictable times just carry on and on, but despite all the bad corona news, I decided to travel all the way to see my mum before the year was out. I hadn't seen her for a long time, and it is such a long way by car, aeroplane and train to get to her, plus all the corona measures I had to follow along the way. But of course it was more than worthwhile, hoping the travel might become that little bit less complicated again one day. At least my mind can be at ease about the animals back home because Tim did all the chores while I was away. Here at home, temperatures are crazy. For weeks now, in the middle of winter, we have daytime temperatures of between 10 and 15 degrees. And nature can't decide what to do. No frog spawn yet though, but the tips of the daffodils are out and there are still plenty of seeds for the birds to eat too. The building work on the barn has come to a standstill for the rest of the year, so that the builders can enjoy a well-deserved break. If you missed it all along, here it is, our calendar for 2022. We still have some copies left, and if you buy one, you will support our Hairy Henry Barn project. No rest for Tim and his workers though. They are chipping away at high speed as long as there is daylight. And don't forget to check out our new channel with lots of videos about his inventions and projects. And when it gets dark in the evening and work is finished for the day, what a delight to go to a well-lit, warm, cosy house. Aren't we lucky?
No, but Trudy. Is it dinner time now? Yeah, I'd say so. Definitely dinner time. Right, so come on, let's go up to the house.
Happy New Year to you all, and may 2022 be a great one for all of us.